everyone, we are back. Should probably get in the
Welcome back to 999 all.
Should probably get in the habit of actually having my controller at the ready when I get started.
Earth, you gotta get those last 12 notes before you before you drop into the abyss. Otherwise, you're gonna have to play the level all over again.
Gods, don't make this area even worse than it already is.
It took me a second, but yeah. This pillar goes up towards the ceiling.
Only in the N60, only in the original version though. Xbox 360 is fine.
Thankfully, we are not dealing with Rusty Fuckit Bay this time, just the engine room.
Yeah, but the engine room still sucks.
The engine room's the worst part.
Exactly.
Anyway.
I'd say this is probably here to move coal from place to place. It probably comes from over there. And then the belt carries it down the tunnel and out here.
So if the conveyor belt was moving...
Yes, the coal would almost certainly come out here.
It's like a conveyor belt. It's not conveying anything right now.
It's not conveying its feelings at all?
It goes all the way across the ship.
It's an emotionally stunted conveyor belt.
Oof, poor thing. Who was Santa again? Oh, it was Dawson.
Oh, shit.
You're pulling double duty this room.
Okay then. Look at that button. It's glowing orange, right?
Press it.
That's gotta mean something.
Guess pressing it is the best way to find out if it does anything.
Nothing.
Rip.
Nothing happens when I press it.
It's a square hole.
Sir, that's a fucking rectangle.
You know what goes in the square hole?
The triangle peg?
Yep.
It all goes in the square hole.
I mean, all you have to do is just cut the triangle peg in half and then you can fit it in, easy peasy.
Don't even need to do that.
Yeah, you can just shove it.
Anyway.
Nothing in here. Ah, look at the back wall there. I can see 3 small slots. Terminals for some sort of connector, perhaps? You mean where think we're supposed to plug something in here? Perhaps.
3 slots here. They look like connection terminals for something.
So since we're closing in on our probably second ending, I want to hear you the thoughts for the two of you, Earth and Taze. What do you think is going on here?
Zero is fucked up.
Well, it has something to do with Ice 9 and the crystallization of glycerin. That's all I got.
Yeah, sorry.
Your brain's a little bit too empty right now.
Well,
it's a miracle I can remember who I am playing.
The better question is, are you guys having fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did, so small side note, I did some brushing up on like the different endings and stuff like that. However, I have not touched looking at the puzzles, so I am as blind as you guys are, as in, again, except for one very specific puzzle at the very end of the game.
Okay, anyway.
It looks like there's a door over here in this tunnel. The belt over there must deliver the coal, which is then picked up and thrown into this door. The door appears to be welded shut, however.
It's welded shut and won't open. Scare is rusty, but it looks like it's still pretty sturdy.
A golden gear.
Golden gear. It doesn't look like it was always golden like this.
Was it made from a golden gun?
Well then, I imagine it was prepared especially for this game.
Golden Gun doesn't have enough gold to coat that.
It would be the
I
other way
swear
around.
there was a game that I played at some point that had Golden Gears as a collectible.
I know
That
Hexen has some golden-looking gears at one point.
That sounds like a familiar collectible, but I can't place it.
yeah.
Oh, now that you mentioned it as a collectible, as in there's several to collect, now it
Yeah.
triggered something, and I'm like, oh gosh, now it's got me too.
It makes me think of I know that in Hi-Fi Rush you collected scrap metal golden gear thingies, but
Yeah,
that
but I
doesn't
don't think it
sound
was that.
correct. Yeah, that doesn't sound correct.
Fuck. It must have been something that had like robots as a key mechanic.
I
was it-
don't think it was Ratchet and Clank,
No,
considering
that's
I
Golden
never
Bolt.
played those.
That's Golden Bolts anyway.
Uh,
Fuck.
It can't be Hi-Fi
questions
Rush.
for later when we're
Yeah.
not streaming.
So-
Yeah.
There's a barrel under the stairs. Sweet.
Unfortunately, it's empty.
You can still sneak around in it.
Barrel.
We should get Seven to throw the barrel from the top of the stairs.
Dude,
It'd be just like that old game, remember?
dude, 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 dude.
Ah, yes, with the gorilla who threw barrels. And you try to jump over the barrels and make your way to the top.
Now I'm
It's
just
Donkey
thinking of that.
Kong. We're talking about Donkey Kong.
Yes, but they
Now
can't
you're just
say
making
that.
me think of that. You're just making me think of that mission in DK64 where you have to complete Donkey Kong twice in order to get the Nintendo
Oh,
card.
that was
Yeah.
awful.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, I never did that. I never beat that.
I did.
I
That-
mean, you
I
kind
mean,
of
that-
have to. You have to get to the end of the game, unfortunately.
Well, to be fair, I find that shit small potatoes compared to fucking Beather Bother.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just
Anyway.
played a fair bit much Donkey Kong back in the day.
Anyway, there's a bunch of wooden boxes.
Over here by the wall.
I already looked through those. There's nothing there.
We can make a box for it, though.
Oh, not there.
Unironically, that Donkey
Yep.
Kong thing was the only thing that prevented me from completing DK64 as a kid.
So, this is where you put the coal in the furnace?
That's right. One sec.
Take your time.
Sorry, I had to clear my throat. I had a look at it earlier, but it's rested shut, I'm afraid. Perhaps you should check the other side.
Drag on through.
This is where the coal goes. Or would go if all three of these things hadn't rusted shut. Okay.
I'm guessing we go up the stairs.
Small door inside the cell. Scrolled it shut. Well, opened. Pretty
Gear looks
sturdy.
rusty.
A huge bronze gear. This has to be important.
Bronze gear.
And then let me guess.
I am
Over
excited.
here, silver gear. It's a silver gear.
Do you think it's made of pure silver?
Hell no. No way. Silver's way too soft to use for a gear. It's got to be a steel or iron gear that's been coated with silver.
Shouldn't have called it a silver gear then.
Shouldn't have got your hopes up. Were you thinking you'd haul this thing back?
Nah, but I think Seven could probably carry it, don't you?
I don't think he could carry it. I'm pretty sure, like,
That's it! That was it! Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
oh, I never played that. Huh.
Me neither.
That's why I remember it. Rexy played it recently.
Ooh.
There's a pair of wooden boxes here. There's nothing in them.
Seeing that Seeing that pulley just makes me think of that part in the Thousand Year Door when you're inside Pirate's Grotto.
Hmm.
Look, Ace. It's some kind of snowman secret meeting. Those are just bags full of sand. You use them as a counterweight when you're lifting something with a pulley system. Man, you're too serious.
There are a number of cloth bags over here. There's nothing but sand in them.
I am both excited and terrified at the notion that this might be the year we're finally getting that secret game that Kotaro Uchikoshi and Kazutaka Hidaka are working on together.
Were you talking about that one that you showed us back in the general chat? The one with the girl in the glasses?
Yes.
It's the bottom of a massive boiler.
Why are you afeared, exactly?
Because that is going to be an awesome and absolutely nightmarish narrative with both of them at the helm of it.
We've
Anyway.
survived both we've survived Danganronpa. We can handle
Look,
it.
we have we've seen how wacky both these authors can be. This is the first time they're actively working together on a story, and it terrifies me in the best way possible.
Anyway, I believe this opening is for fueling the furnace. If we were to put some coal in here and ignite it,
And the steam engine might start working?
it's certainly possible.
Do 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 do.
They would start working, and then the fucking gears made out of soft-ass metal would immediately fail,
Well, they're
and it would
coated.
all break again.
Yeah, they're not made of it.
Man, this thing is huge. I guess a
Okay,
ship
that's
this big
what we
needs something like that to
assume.
power it.
True, but I doubt a single boiler of this size could actually move a ship like this at any reasonable speed. You'd need at least 4 of these.
Huh. I guess you know a lot about boats, huh?
Well, not really. It's just common sense, you know?
Looks like we gotta go find some coal.
There are a number of these little windows along the inside of this thing.
I think you're supposed to. Ah! My freaking throat is full of phlegm, and it is messing up my voice.
Yeah, Tazi and I have
that.
been sick this past week.
Mm-hmm.
One sec.
Like, starting up Monday, I was like really sick. Slept most of Wednesday and Thursday.
You sound a lot better.
Yeah, I've been taking care of myself, getting a lot of rest. But, you know, there's still the lingering bits there. At least I don't have a fever anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The song fills me with so much unease and dread.
I think you're supposed to put colon through these, but they're welded shut. I don't think we can get these open. Ugh.
Okay.
You alright, bud?
Alright, up the stairs.
For
That
certain
looks
definitions of all right,
Tension.
these 2 columns are different from the others. The lights are red.
Most of them are yellow, except for 2 columns on the right. The slider is down. Looks like Santa wants to give this one a shot.
Ugh, damn it! Nothing. This thing won't budge.
Won't move. Slider is down. Well, let's see if I can get this thing to go anywhere. Man! No dice! This thing isn't going anywhere. This slider is down. I guess Ace feels like giving it a try.
Nothing. It won't move at all.
3 sliders on the left are down, but this one is up.
There are a number of lines engraved in these. I suspect we're meant to do something rather specific with them. Junpei, why don't you move that slider down?
Well, there's no harm in trying, I suppose.
Nothing. Nothing happened. Maybe it needs to be prepared somehow. You're saying if we did something somewhere else, it'd... You're saying if we did something somewhere else, it'd respawn somehow? Yes, I suppose that's one way of putting it.
This door came through when we entered the steam engine room.
Back upstairs.
We ain't gonna get anywhere with the pile. Ugh, God damn it! We aren't gonna get anywhere with the pile of boxes here. What the hell's in these things anyway? They're way too heavy to move.
Since it seems to be Santa's voice in particular that's like causing you issues with your throw at the moment, do you want to hand that off to someone else?
Zook, you want to take over? Or Lowen?
I can do it.
Alright. Yeah, you take it, Lowen.
Looks like there's a few more doors over there.
Those One sec.
You need some water?
He has water.
He has water.
I have all sorts of beverages on hand. Those boxes are going to make things difficult. Perhaps we should use the scaffolding instead.
All right. Let's see. On the door's on the furnace. There's an A on it. Circular wheel in the center of the door. All right, let's give this sucker a twist. Well, it's noisy, but it opens. And it's totally pitch black in there. We should, go in here.
Alright.
Let's go.
This looks just like the door we went into.
Where are we?
We must be on the other side, yes?
Which would put us directly above the conveyor belt.
At any rate, we should keep moving. There's a great deal we've yet to investigate.
I think you just went backwards.
I know I did. I know I did.
Okay.
Oh, you just wanted to check stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the ship's structure. They're like ribs that support the hull.
It's not a ladder. One of the doors of the furnace.
Nor is it a
There's
step.
C on it.
Nor is it a step ladder.
Okay, so I can't. This was all a big nothing.
Looks like you can go only through the A.
Oh.
Eh?
Interesting.
Oh, that's going to make...
I can't get through.
That's going to make navigating this section a pain.
Yeah, I feel
Not
that.
that
Yeah.
Well, anyway, looks like that's the pipe. Looks like the bottom connects to the conveyor belt housing.
Then coal must come out of this pipe onto the conveyor belt. In other words, there must be a great deal of coal in that pipe.
Pipe that goes to the conveyor belt.
There are a number of boxes on the catwalk.
I don't think we can go over there.
Is there anywhere else you can go besides through the doors?
Nope. But
Oh, jeez.
yeah, so I can go through all three of the doors, but they're all like disconnected.
Yeah, they're all cut off from each other, it looks like.
That's a hand-operated winch. It's a simple machine used to lift things up and down. You simply turn the wheel to pull up the rope.
Junpei, why don't you turn the wheel?
The wheel? Alright, let's give this wheel a spin. What? That's weird. I don't feel any resistance. Ah, shit! It's a wheel that seems to be part of the winch. There's some pegs on the back that look like they go into the holes on the winch.
Good job, genius. You broke it.
I didn't break it. It broke all by itself.
Well, maybe we can.
Sure it did.
Maybe we can use that somewhere else.
Damn, no good. These little shafts are too small for this big hole. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway, to be honest.
Okay, that's enough. If that's the case, then
That wheel wasn't originally part of this winch.
And that means...
Well, is there anywhere else we could put a wheel?
I'll keep an eye out.
Let's go back through the C. Why don't we go through the C door?
Yep, that's what I was thinking. Yep, we got another thing over there. Hand-operated winch. There's no wheel to turn. Oh yeah, I've got the wheel I pulled off the other winch, don't I? Let's see if it fits. Sweet, it's a perfect fit. It's like we were made for each other. Not shaky at all. This is this wheel's hole. It was made for it.
oh god, I
We should
love
be
the
able to
one
turn
that,
this now.
I love the variant of that meme where it is Wile E. Coyote and one of the cartoon
Yes.
silhouettes.
Yes, that was fantastic.
Oh, do you have a picture of that meme? I'd like to see it.
We could probably find it. It was posted in a group chat a while back.
Yeah, one sec, I'm looking for it.
Let's do it when we don't have voice acting to do.
Good work, Junpei. We should be able to haul up the wooden box now. You see, the wooden box. It's under the catwalk. Can you see it?
Sometimes these
We have
characters are
eyes.
Captain Obvious.
It's hanging from the rope on the winch, isn't it? Found it! It looks like there's some sort of device in the box. I'm not sure what it is. At any rate, you might as well turn that wheel now.
Spin!
I'm counting on you. And for the benefit of the shop,
Alright, I'll turn the wheel. Huh? What's this? Oops. This wheel only turns to the left.
it only turns to the left?
That means we can't reel up that rope.
Yeah, we can only let the rope down.
Interesting.
This rope is just like me.
Damn.
I don't think that will be
Don't
a
let
problem.
us down.
It's okay, it happens to all kinds of winches.
And wenches?
Those two.
We will simply need to go downstairs after letting the wooden box down. What's the male term for a wench?
I don't
Good
know.
Anyway,
There should be one.
I will be counting on you, Junpei.
Sure thing. No sweat.
All right, Junpei.
I
crank
believe the
that
box
soldier
has
boy.
reached the floor.
Yeah.
He stuck his head out over the side of the catwalk and looked down. The box that had only recently hung just below the catwalk now sat on the floor. It had come to rest near the end of the tunnel that covered the conveyor belt.
June's down over by there.
Junpei could see her, still leaning against the wall as if she barely had the strength to sit up. Even from so far away, it was not difficult to see that she had not improved. He almost thought he could see heat rising from her body.
She doesn't seem to be improving.
Ace's expression was inscrutable, but he said what they'd all been thinking.
Well, of course not. She's not gonna just get better right away, you know? It'll take time.
He tried desperately to convince himself that what he said was true.
What could be causing this, I wonder? Illness, perhaps?
He was in the first stage of grief, denial.
Nah, it's gotta be exhaustion.
Santa's response was confident and certain.
She gets dropped into some weird-ass ship, forced to play some messed-up game. If you think about it, it's a lot weirder that we aren't freaking out just like her, you know?
So you're saying we're abnormal?
Yeah. We're just running around this room, solving all these puzzles like it's just business as usual. How the hell could you call that normal? We're just guinea pigs.
Santa snorted in disgust.
A guinea pig? You mean like a lab rat? You mean we're being used for some sort of experiment? Is that what you're saying?
Dunno. But it does seem like a possibility, you know?
They stood there for a few more minutes, no one speaking, until Santa turned and walked away from the winch. Junpei and Ace followed him. Okay, so through the C door, through the A door,
Back through the A door.
down the stairs,
Go down the stairs.
down the stairs.
Down, 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 down.
There it is. Control panel for something.
For something. Ah!
Some kind of machine. Maybe a control panel? Yeah, I know exactly where this goes.
How do you fit a whole ass control panel in that thing?
It just slides right in. Maybe this hole is where the control panel goes?
It was the control panel's hole. It was built for it. It was made for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
There's only one way to find out. In you go.
Dude, you did it. Everything looks all right.
Okay, but what do we do now?
Why don't you press the button next to it?
The orange one?
Yes.
Alright, I'll do that. Pushing!
Who won?
Sweet. All sorts of lights are lighting up on this thing. Oh, yes, I think I just heard something turn on. Oh? Oh, whoa, what's that?
Oh,
What
god
happened?
damn it.
Junpei, look! The conveyor belt's moving.
Conveyor belt? Well, I guess it's done moving now. There's still a bunch of coal on the belt, though. Looks like a bunch of it got dumped off the end of the belt into that wooden box where we found the control panel. Coal. Coal, huh? As the belt started moving, it transported quite a bit of coal. It all drops off the left end of the belt right into the wooden box.
Wooden box full of coal. Guess there's only really one thing we can do with this stuff.
Yeah,
Fi-
we're Krampus now.
I was gonna say Santa's just gonna go around and stuff it into Santa's backpack.
Santa would be putting it in Clover's stockings.
Control panel for the conveyor belt. It's covered in lights. Nothing I can do with that. Okay.
Well, we know what to do with it. What to do with the coal.
Let's see. Hold up.
I'm back from getting my dinner. I hear you got the hot dog down a hallway line.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. So that's...
And I did the obligatory luscious laugh.
Interesting. There's 4 boilers, but they all combine up here. We've got the 3 catwalks up here.
They're gonna combine into Super Boiler!
I have a sneaking suspicion that putting the coal here is going to make things a bit more difficult for us. It's a hole that'll let us put coal into the furnace. Even get some coal in there and set it on fire. Alright, let's do it.
Just dump the whole thing in.
Alright, that's the last of it. No coal left in the wooden box. And nothing. Great. Well, I guess I should have expected that. Why would just throwing coal into a cold furnace do anything? Oh well, man can dream.
Oh, what? Junpei, explain it to me again. Ugh. You're planning to stoke the furnace with coal.
Yep.
which will heat the water stored up there and make steam, which will then drive something else.
Yep.
Am I correct?
In other words, you want to generate enough pressure with the steam to power the turbine. And drive the steam engine, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the gist of it.
Well, in that case, this isn't enough coal.
This furnace is enormous. So we're gonna need like a whole hell of a lot more coal than this.
Very well then. If the three of us work together, then we should manage to fill it much faster.
I want to help too. Man, I totally didn't even see her walk up. Are you feeling up to that? Yes. Yeah, right. You look like you're one stiff breeze away from falling over, June. I think you'd better rest some more, alright? But no arguing. You need your rest, so you just stay there. We'll handle this. Okay. I understand. Alright, time for some manly work. Let's get this coal into those furnaces. Man, this is a lot of work.
Alright, I think this should be sufficient.
Alright, now we just gotta light it. Junpei, hand me your matches.
What makes you think I have matches?
I see. Then how are we gonna light it?
Perhaps there's a device nearby that will allow us to remotely ignite the coal. Let's take a look, shall we?
I think I know what we have to do.
Same. Some sort of ignition device, huh? I notice I'm having a far easier time with the puzzles in this game compared to Danganronpa. We aren't having a gravel in the swimsuit situation again.
Well, that situation was just fucking stupid anyway.
Well, yeah.
It is kind of dumb.
Meat in the bone.
And camera angle.
Camera angle, yeah. Jesus Christ. Is this?
I think it might be.
It probably is. I think this is how we might ignite the furnace.
That means if we move that thing down.
Alright, let's do it. Here we go!
Let's go!
Hey Junpei, Ace, look at this! There's big gears turning under the boiler there.
Big wheel keep on turning.
I don't know what that song is.
Rolling down the river, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Oh, I've heard that song, yeah, okay.
Rolling down the river.
Rolling down the river.
Anyway. Gears.
They're spinning.
Spin!
What the hell are you guys waiting for?
Rotate.
Let's start looking.
Looking for what? What is this?
The gold disc. It has a number of lines engraved on it. I can make out 3 colors here. Red, blue, and black. I wonder what they mean.
Hi, Taryn.
Looks like... Hello, Taryn.
Hello.
That thing looks like something like made out of string. Something made out of string.
Bronze disc. It has a bunch of lines on it in 3 different colors. Red, blue, and black.
Yeah, it makes me think of makes me think of like those string games you play
Oh my God.
that where you take a loop of string in your hands and you make stuff with it.
Cat's cradle, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that like... There's a bunch of lines on it, but the red ones really stand out, right?
The red ones, huh?
What do we do with these discs?
Hey, Junpei, you remember that silver disc? Do you remember where it was when we found it?
I think it was on the top. Why?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking.
Do we have to find another hole? Silver was top. Bronze was, silver was top, gold was left, bronze was right. I don't think we put those there. We might have to put them somewhere else.
Yeah, it's just they've got the thing there.
Oh, sorry. Junpei, the gold disc we found. Do you remember where it was when we found it?
I think it was on the bottom left. Why?
Oh, I was just thinking.
I think they'll probably do that for the other one too, saying, hey, you found it on the right, right?
Yep. The indentation where I found the bronze disc is on the bottom right. There's nothing here anymore. Let's see, I have no idea where I would put it there.
No, we gotta keep looking. Maybe there's somewhere we haven't seen yet.
I wonder, can we walk through those tunnels?
Hey, Junpei, what are you doing? It's hotter than hell in there.
Oh, shit.
Did you already forget that we lit the furnace?
Ah, yes, you're right.
Can't go back now.
Casually walk into a fiery death.
I mean, Snake did. He walked through a burning he walked through a furnace radiator microwave thing.
That's true. MGS Snake.
Let's see. Santa.
Oh, hey Junpei, where are you going?
The only thing in there is a closed, numbered door.
Kind of pointless to go back, huh?
Yeah, it sure is.
Okay.
So we gotta go down the stairs.
Pair
Nope.
of boxes here.
There's a
Oh,
pair of
Boxes.
boxes here.
Oh! Hello?
you think this is...
Yes. It looks like the exit.
Looks like this door slides up into the ceiling.
Looks like this thing unlocks the door. There's a depression here. Looks like it's the outline of 3 circles laid on top of each other in a triangle. Maybe if you put those 3 discs we found into this thing, there's only one way to find out. Stick them in. Huh? That's odd. Nothing's happening.
Maybe you're... I don't know. Putting them in the wrong places?
Perhaps you've had them facing the wrong directions. Perhaps you should rotate the discs to make some of the lines connect to one another.
Well, no harm in trying. Let's see. I'll rotate something out. When the white arrows pressed, the discs are switched. Please note, when the discs are switched, the angles for the discs are reset. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, do the top left. The top left arrow.
Wasn't the gold one on top?
No,
No,
it
it
was
was the
silver
silver.
on top, gold on the left, bronze on the right.
Okay.
Yeah, and besides, you can see the colored outline on the edge of the slots.
Yeah, if
Oh
you
my
look carefully.
God.
Huh?
The red lines on these discs. I think maybe I can make a star polygon with these.
Hey, you
Well,
found it.
that was short.
You found it.
We got one of the rooms done. Huzzah!
Yes!
Huzzah!
The door's open!
Given the circumstances, Junpei's happiness was certainly understandable. Ace seemed to share his sentiment.
All right,
share his
Junpei.
excitement.
Why don't you go get June now? Santa and I will keep an eye on the store.
Santa snorted.
Why do we need to do that? Even if it shuts, we know how to solve the puzzle now. We could just open it again.
Well, I suppose that's true. Shall all three of us go and collect June then?
Nah, I'm cool. I'll let Junpei handle it.
He still seemed irritated by something, however, and sat down on the stairs petulantly.
So are you only interested in being contrary?
Ace sighed with the air of a long-suffering parent.
All right, I'll go get June. I'll be right back.
He gave a quick nod to Ace and Santa and dashed off down the stairs. Before long, he was back on the first floor, next to the conveyor belt and June.
Oh, Jumpy!
As he drew closer, she stood up, slowly.
Are you okay?
He did his best to sound calm and nonchalant, but there was no hiding the genuine concern in his voice.
Yes, I'm fine now. I'm sorry I made you worry.
June blushed. He wasn't sure if she was embarrassed or still feverish.
Let me check.
Just to make sure, he reached out and put his hand against her forehead.
Good. You're feeling a lot better.
She was feeling far less warm than she had earlier, but still wasn't down to what seemed normal to him.
Are you sure you're all right?
He had to be sure. June gave him a look.
Oh, you're such a warrior, Jumpy. Oops, I mean, warrior.
June giggled. He wasn't sure if she just made a joke or not, but seeing her smile again made Junpei feel at ease. If she was well enough to smile and laugh, then she really was feeling much better. He gave her a friendly poke on the forehead.
All right, let's go.
Go where?
Oh, right. I didn't tell you. We got the exit open, so...
Great! Let's go!
June clasped her hands and nodded urgently. Clasping her hands and nodding feels like a very Maya thing for her to do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very Maya thing.
Warriors! They headed back to the exit, but on their way they found...
Oh, it's...
Santa?
Santa was sitting on the stairs. He was, however, holding something in his right hand and staring at it with a strange expression. Junpei and June slowed down and finally stopped in front of him.
What are you looking at?
Something from your car today because there was a guy in front of me that needed a nickel.
Don't worry about it. Continue on.
Santa answered without looking up, his voice quiet.
It's a photo. It's my sister.
Sister? Santa, you've got a sister?
Santa simply nodded.
Yeah. Kid was cute as a button.
June cocked her head.
Sorry about that.
confused.
She was only about an inch
Dad-
tall then?
Dad came in to say goodnight, accidentally unmuted.
Yeah, I
Oopsies.
figured. Santa glared at her.
Oh, sorry. I guess an inch is a little large for a button. Probably more like a half inch.
Santa didn't smile or laugh.
Sorry.
Why are you looking at it?
He simply turned back to his picture and spoke.
I was her Santa Claus.
Wait, what?
What?
This sudden revelation took Junpei by surprise. He had no idea what Santa meant. He glanced at June, who shook her head. She didn't know either.
Have you ever heard the story of the two Santa Clauses? It goes that a long time ago, there were two Santas. One of them wore white, and the other one wore black. The white Santa gave presents to good kids, and the black Santa played tricks on bad kids. They went on
Speaking
like
of
that for a
Krampus.
while, but eventually the black Santa's tricks started to get worse and worse. Pretty soon, the white Santa couldn't stand it anymore, and he stabbed the black Santa to death.
Okay, then.
I feel like that's not how that story actually goes.
When he stabbed the other
Same.
Santa,
Yeah.
the white Santa got blood all over his clothes. And that's why, these days, his clothes are red. You could say that red is all that's left of the black Santa.
I mean, given how gruesome old fairy tales get, I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Fair, it's not wrong.
Santa's based off of a Christian saint, so...
Yeah.
And, like, also, like, that felt similar to Krampus, but then I've never heard a story that there was a story about Santa fighting Krampus, and I don't know. It feels like it's been modified a little bit to suit this story, is what I'm saying. Junpei was silent. He could think of nothing to say. June was staring at Santa, sadness playing on her face. He continued.
I wonder which Santa I am. The white Santa or the black Santa?
Huh.
Oh.
All right, let's
Manic
go.
pausing.
Santa stood up suddenly,
Okay.
his downcast demeanor gone. He shoved the
So
picture
I
back
looked
in
it
his pocket
up.
and headed back up the stairs, taking them 2 at a time.
So I looked it up, but the only thing I saw was a politics thing. So
Yeah,
don't know how accurate that is.
probably not.
Yeah.
Huh?
Junpei and June looked at one another. There was nothing they could think of to say.
Hey, what are you two doing? Let's get moving, come on!
Santa's voice echoed across the room from above
Let's
them.
go.
Yeah.
Let's get moving!
They nodded and followed him quickly up the stairs. Ace was waiting for them at the top. He was leaning against the handrail. He looked very tired.
Oh, you're finally back.
The door had shut, but it wasn't cause for concern.
Sorry we took so long.
Junpei quickly solved the disc puzzle a second time, and the door opened once again.
Let's go.
In single file, they walked through. After walking for nearly 15 feet, they found themselves in front of a metal door. It opened easily enough, and they passed through it as well. A new room stretched out before them.
Huh. Is this a warehouse?
No, I believe this is the cargo room. This must be where they store all of this vessel's freight.
There are wooden crates everywhere. I wonder how old they are.
Junpei, Ace, and June had stopped unconsciously, pausing to take in their new surroundings. Santa's voice broke through their momentary trance.
Well, we probably ought to start with finding the exit, right? Let's get going.
Of course.
Oh, there's another room, okay.
Welcome to the room that Loey and I collectively think is the hardest room in the game.
Oh,
For
fun.
2 entirely separate reasons.
Oh, joy.
These crates are quite large. They seem to be tied to one another with sturdy straps.
Tied to another with sturdy straps.
These crates are a little smaller than the others.
They look like they're the children of the other crates.
Junpei, that sounds like some sort of fairy tale.
Really? I don't know, man. You ever think about how crates would reproduce? Dragon Cat, I don't get that.
About the
Oh,
room
wait. No, that's... Sorry. I thought that first exclamation point was a I, so I thought it was sounds I fun, and I'm like... trying to figure out what that meant. Doesn't sound like a fairy tale to me. Crate triplets. I can see metal boxes on the other side of the fence. There are a bunch of bags here. I wonder what's in them. Ninth Man. A card with the Ninth Man's face printed on it.
What's that?
It's a card. It has a headshot on it.
A headshot?
Yeah. I'm not really sure what purpose this could possibly serve. There's nothing in the bag anymore.
We get 9 of them and put them in a specific order and open the door to the human world.
A small box with a lid on it.
What's that a reference to?
Digimon.
Probably. Yep, Digimon.
A card with Ace's face printed on it. A card with Snake's face printed on it. This is Clover's card. You know, look at this photo. She's kind of cute, isn't she? Junpei, do you remember what happened in the other world?
No.
What are you talking about?
Huh? What's up? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Why does her smile make me feel cold? Oh yeah, Dragon Cat. Fun.
There's nothing in these crates. I don't know what's in these barrels. Judging by their weight, perhaps a liquid of some sort.
4 barrels next to the wooden crates. Box. There's nothing inside. Oh. I want to check this. Man. Oh.
Man, the guy on this card is one good-looking son of a bitch. Way more class than that other chump.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Huh? What's your problem? Didn't say I meant you, did I?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I knew who he meant, but still, what's your problem? Shit.
There is some sort of liquid in these barrels. I'm not sure what it is, however.
The secret implication is that he actually meant 7.
Yeah.
Everyone beating up on 7.
Not cool, man. You took this picture without my permission? It looks pretty cool, though. You look really handsome in this picture.
Hey, knock it off, lovebirds.
What? Not a couple. Not at all. Not in any way. There's a pretty cool looking dude on this card. I can't take my eyes off it.
Earth when he gets a trading card of Sandy.
That.
This must be... Oh no! Don't look at it! Not cute at all, and I'm not photogenic, and I don't look sexy either. Next to Clover, my skin looks gross. I'm not sexy like Lotus. I know guys go for women who look like Lotus, but I'm trying too. I'm doing the best I can. So please don't call me a board or a trash can or a cutting board.
Yes, that level of anxiety over your self-image is very relatable.
I can feel that too.
Wait a minute. I haven't said anything like that, have I?
We've searched all the boxes. There's nothing in them.
This is 7's card. This is supposed to be a trading card, and it's not a very good one.
Okay, we still need to find Lotuses. Probably over here. There are 3 crates here, stacked up like stairs.
If we climb up there, I think we can get over the fence. Junpei, think you can take a look at that?
Sorry, but no thanks.
Why?
I've, got a bad feeling about it.
Pussy. Okay, fine. I'll go.
Please be careful, Santa.
Hi, Zan.
Yeah. But, just in case.
Wait, what's he gonna do with that screw? I don't see what throwing a screw at a fence is. Holy shit! This... Oh man. There's electricity running through that fence.
Looks like it.
Then we can't get to the other side.
Well, we could jump off those crates, but we wouldn't be able to get back.
Just don't make sure to whiz on the electric fence.
I think we can get over the fence by jumping on those crates. What are you saying, Jumpy? There's a huge electrical current flowing through that fence. If you do that, you won't be able to get back. Well, if I can move some of those crates over there... Are you even sure you can move them? What if they weigh too much? Then what are you going to do? Oh, yeah. Hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, I think Junpei was correct to think that there is a bad feeling about trying to get over there.
Let's see. Check that one. Great triplets.
Might be worth checking the actual boxes that they're supposed to go in.
It's locked. We need the key.
All the boxes have numbers on them. Do they... Oh,
Ace bent down and picked up something that had been sitting next to the box.
Junpei, take a look at this.
Oh my god, are you fucking serious? Cards.
Okay, good. I remembered correctly from when Leo was playing. He was stuck on this for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Lol.
Because it looks like, oh, you clearly have to check this once you got all the cards. Don't bother with it until you got them.
Glad that I remembered.
Man, her hair is ridiculous. It's like clay or something.
Says the pot to the kettle.
You have to, honestly, I have to respect Lotus's hairstyle with how much effort it clearly must put into it.
Right?
Now we finally have all 9 picture cards. We just need to insert these cards into the slots at the front of each box.
Junpei stared at the cards in his hand. Ace peered over his shoulder at them.
You know which card goes in which box, yes?
Junpei gave him a look.
Yeah, of course I do. It's really obvious. You just match our numbers to the numbers, then you pop the corresponding card in the right box. So for instance, the card with the picture of Ace on it goes into box 1. The card with the picture of Snake on it goes into box 2, and so on.
Oh, I see.
Huh? What is it?
Junpei thought he might have imagined it, but he could have sworn Ace stiffened.
I'll leave the rest to you.
Hey, wait!
He quickly turned and walked
What's
away.
wrong with him? Oh well, whatever.
Doing his best to clear his mind for the task at hand, turned back to the
Time
boxes.
to solve the 9 boxes puzzle.
9 cards with 9 pictures and 9 boxes. Junpei stared at them for a moment and then began.
Ace's card is in box 1, Snake's is in number 2. I just need to do the same for the rest. And finally, the 9th man's card into box 9.
All 9 box lids popped open at once.
Yeah! Oh, they opened!
He peered inside.
What the?
In each box was a single pin.
9 pins?
Eh?
They looked a little like sewing pins, but much thicker.
I guess I'll take them with me.
Junpei collected them all quickly and shoved them into his pocket. These look like the kind of pins you use for sewing. There are 9 of them in total, and they have numbers on them that run from 1 to 9.
They look like push pins you use for sewing. I remember because I have a bunch of them. Well, now what?
So leads to the steam engine room.
Up the stairs?
These stairs, they go up 3 stories.
What are you waiting for, Junpei? Whatever. I'm going. This is the only door here except for the one we came through.
And this is the exit.
No shit, Sherlock. Of course it's locked.
Is it an electronic lock?
No, just a keyhole right under the doorknob.
So to open this door, we gotta find the key that fits that keyhole.
Yeah.
Monitor's off.
I got a green switch here and a red one. Some kind of lever. None of them seem to do anything though.
Maybe the power's off?
Yeah, maybe. There's a single green light on the bottom though.
That means... There are several lights here with numbers from 1 to 9. Only the light with a 9 on it is lit. This looks like it's covering something.
Looks like some kind of little shutter. Maybe open if we do something?
It's gonna come out of it if it does open.
Yeah, like I'd know that.
There are 6 holes here. It looks like the pins I just found would be a perfect fit for them.
The ones you found in the 9 boxes, right? Why don't you try it?
Alright, let's see what happens. I think 2, 4, and 6 should go here on the top part, and 3, 5, and 7 on the bottom part. What makes you say that? Well, some of them lit up.
Yeah, 3 and 6. Wonder if there's some kind of rule that determines which lights go on.
Well, I put the 2, 4, and 6 pins on the top part, and the 3, 5, and 7 pins on the bottom.
Oh, I think I'm seeing, no, wait. No, wait. Yes, I am seeing what's going on.
I have an idea as well. I'm actually going to pop open a little thing to write some notes.
Smart idea. By the way,
Smart
this
idea.
puzzle is the reason why Loey thinks this is Root and is the hardest in the game.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this puzzle.
Watch that Earth solves this first fucking try.
Well, if I know what kind of puzzle it is, I might be right. So let's see.
You think? You think maybe it's the digital root?
Digital root?
2 plus 4 plus 6 equals 12.
Oh, not where I was going. I was thinking mastermind.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like
I know what game you're talking about, Earth. When I saw this, I immediately thought it's digital root stuff.
Yeah, right.
Of course, it's
Digital
digital
root.
root stuff.
It's always digital root stuff.
It's the donor game. The digital root of 12 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns on. 3 plus 5 plus 7 is 15. The digital root of 15 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns on. Makes sense, right?
I see. The lights that match the digital roots of the pins inserted on the top and lower parts will light up. So that's how it works.
But there's one other thing I'd like to check.
Well, if he wants to try, he's certainly welcome to. So, we put the 1, 2, and 3 pins on the top, and the 6, 7, and 8 pins on the bottom. Oh. They turned off.
6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 21. Digital root of 21 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns off. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. Digital root of 6 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns off.
Oh, I get it now. The digital root for the pins you insert is the same as the number on the lights that are lit. Those lights turn off.
Yeah, that looks like the trick. Alright, now we know how it works. You wanna give it a try?
Wait, you mean you know what we're supposed to do with these lights?
Well, no, but I figured we could try and see if we could turn them on. You know,
Oh boy, this looks like fun.
I figure something's gotta happen if we manage that.
Turn on the lights, huh? Okay, Junpei, let's make sure we know how this works, alright? Pick one of the 6 holes. Pick one of the pins in your hand and insert it into the hole. Keep it up until all 6 of the holes are filled. Once all the holes are filled, the lights with the numbers that correspond to the digital roots of the pins in the upper and lower parts will turn on. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's do it. Alright.
I can already see where this is going to go, and I don't like it because this is going to have to be puzzles with turning lights on and off until everything's on.
Let's see.
So I'll be right back.
So let's see.
Alright, Earth, have fun.
8, we can do that with 5 and... do that with 35. So 27. 34. Okay, but 34 is the highest number I can make.
You can also do 17.
True. So let's see. Oh, that's... well, let's see. To make a 1, I could go with a 5. So, a 10. So 5, 3, and 2.
I'm back.
Wait, 6 and 1. Hold up. 9 plus 8, 17, plus 7. 24.
That's 20.
I'm dumb. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Let's try making a 17. Relatively high number, so we probably need that 9.
Nine, 1, and 7.
Okay.
What number do you want to make next?
2. So I could...
You'd have to make 11, so you could do 2, 3, and 6.
Thank you.
Playing Killer Sudoku has helped me do this.
Okay, so 7. So let's go for a 16. So let's see.
You could
I'm
do
thinking-
8, 6, and 2, 8, 3, and 5, 8, 1, and 7.
Let's go 8, 6, and 2. Okay, and then 3. So I can do 12 for that. So let's see.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, now we just need a 4 and a 5.
So you'd have to make 13 and 14.
Okay, so for 14, so 9 plus 9, 3, and 2. And for 15, for 5, and go for 14.
Let's see.
So let's see, 8 plus 6.
1 and 6? 8, no wait, 8 plus 1 and 6, that wouldn't work.
8, 1, and 5. 8, 1, and 5.
Yep, that would work.
What?
What?
Oh, I think I might have fucked up my math a little bit. Okay, 8, 1, and 5. That makes 14, which adds up to 15.
Yep.
And I need to make a 13. So
7, 2, and 4.
F.
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 Well, the lights are on and your shutter's opened up.
F's in the chat.
Hey, does that mean...
Yeah, we gotta do it again.
Oh, I think I know what we have to do for this puzzle.
Man, I thought I was doing so well. Okay, so we got 9 holes, and there's an F up above them.
I don't know what that F means, but I do know one thing.
What's that?
This time, there's 9 holes. So we need to insert 9 pins.
Man, that's boring.
Well, why don't you just try it, alright?
I think I know what we must do.
Yeah, let's see. So,
All right, time for my skills and Killer Sudoku to come into light.
If F means
Yeah.
15, let's see.
Wouldn't it be in base F, right? Base F?
Hold on.
Hexadecimal. That's hexadecimal, not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The game refers to it as base whatever, so...
Well, yeah, that is a notation for it. It would be called base 16.
hold on. I think I see what's going to happen, and I'm not liking where this is going.
What?
I think we have to make it in base F on every row, column, and diagonal.
Nee?
He's saying that she's... What?
Well, we can't really make it in base F because we only got letters from 1 to 9. Those are the same in both base F and base 10.
What she's saying is that she's thinking that you have to make every row in this 15.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Not just row.
Oh.
Every row, column, and diagonal is what I think.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So, let's see. 9.
Well, this is gonna be a fun puzzle.
Okay, now I need 6 more. Let's go with 5. 1. I need 14 more.
I don't think you should have put 9 in there because it's not gonna make the number 15 going from diagonal.
Fuck, you're right.
I feel like you should put a small number in there, like maybe 5.
Okay. No, not in a well. It has to apply for 3 things no matter where I put it.
Yeah, this looks like
no, wait.
this is gonna be
If I put
fun.
it here, I only have to do it for 1. So.
Not for 2.
Or for 2. Yes, sorry. What I meant was it's not doing 3. So let's see.
Yeah.
9 and 5, we got 14. So 1 has to go here.
Put 1 there.
Oh, I just
You
realized
can
if we
put-
got 5 there, everything has to add up to
15.
Like everything that I'm slotting in now has to add up to 10.
Yes.
But then let's see. So 14. So these two would add up to
14. 8 and 6, possibly.
Yeah. So
Put the 8 there, 6 there,
which
and then you would put
means
2 in the
goes
top
here.
right.
4 goes there. So we got 4 and 8. That's 12.
Put the 3 there, and then the 7 on the last spot. Hey,
Holy
we did it.
shit!
I mean,
Well.
Hannah did all the work.
Like I said, Killer Sudoku, man. That's how I get all my math with this sort of shit.
Here we go. All
congrats.
pins inserted. All lights lit.
Let's go.
Did it. Power's on now.
Looks like there's electricity going to the monitor on top now. Alright, let's see if we can activate the device on top.
Certainly helps having multiple threads going for this puzzle at the same time.
Yeah. Green button, red button, and a lever. I wonder what these
What can
do.
I say? I know my Sudoku.
I think this might help.
What the hell is this? Where did he find this? What is that? Where'd you find it?
Nice. So,
I found it when you were messing around with the pinholes. Looks like instructions for this thing. According to what it says here, this thing's a remote control for that.
That?
Yeah, that.
Do we have to trade it for this?
What's the point? Oh,
That machine over there. Apparently it's called the Pushmaster 5000.
Oh, that's a lame
Are
ass
you
name.
serious? Whatever. Oh, are we playing Sokoban now?
Yep.
I have no
This
idea what that is.
Pushmaster 5000.
Block pushing puzzles, like the trail,
Oh, boy.
the tails, like the tails warehouses.
See the coffin over there on top of the crates?
Yeah,
Don't you want to know what the deal with it is?
I do.
You'll want to check it out?
Yeah.
Alright. Then how you think we're going to get there?
Well, there were some crates on the right side of the fence that someone piled up like stairs. Maybe if we can make a path to the coffin from there.
How will we do that?
Line up the crates, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess it's another one of Zero's puzzles.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's give it a shot. Oh, looks like the Pushmaster 5000
Oh, we
runs
have a
off
step
battery.
limit.
So, to keep it from using up its energy too fast, it's been programmed so it'll only start moving once its path has been completely programmed in.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
So this is the brief puzzle. Why I think this is the most difficult one.
I mean, if you guys got the previous one, I think you guys got this one.
I did play a lot of Sokoban
I might
when I
not
was
be
younger.
as much help though.
Okay, so I can move wooden crates, but not metal ones. Start command. Quick command. Re-input command.
Also, just as a heads up, whenever you say see hint in the top right corner, that's technically not a hint, that's just showing you what would be on the lower screen in the DS version, which
I
is
see.
sometimes mandatory for the puzzle.
Just top-down view of the area where we can move the machine. Once I want to send my Pushmaster 5000, I just pull the lever. Reset button lets me start again. Okay, but how do I get started?
Little
The lever?
stick, maybe? Or the
The
lever?
joystick thing?
Alright, let's give this a try.
Sure thing. Just keep in mind there's a limit on the battery, alright? The battery dies after 50 moves.
That
Oh,
is either
Jesus.
generous or scary.
Yeah.
At least that's what it says on the manual.
50 moves, huh?
Also, keep in mind that the Pushmaster 5000 cannot move the heavy metal crates, okay?
Got it.
Man, who named that thing? Professor Egad?
I know.
Square adjacent
Does
to the
sound like an
Pushmaster
EGAD
5000
thing.
is pressed. The Pushmaster 5000 will move to that square. There's a crate in the way, and it'll move it up to a single crate. Move the crates appropriately and efficiently and fill the yellow areas. Okay.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not gonna be much help with this one, boys.
Good luck.
Alright.
Okay, so first off, we have to push push at least one of the crates to the right. We cannot push it up or they will be trapped.
Yep. Let's see.
Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
alright, I think I see a possible path. So
Wait, I fucked up.
So down, and then two right, one up. No, you don't need to do that. Reset.
Well, I mean,
And then move it up.
that allows me to put this here, but then how do I proceed from here is the problem.
You can push that you can push that box up.
Wait, I've got an idea.
Don't know if you have enough moves here, champ.
Yeah, you ran out of moves.
Oops.
Yeah, I also don't have a way to move it further. Okay. So to move stuff from here, I need to like push it. Yeah, the only way to get a thing into here is push it up from the bottom. And I'll need to push this one in from the left as a result of that. This one.
I just had a thought. Why don't you like go up around, push that top box to the left, and then go around and you can push the other one down.
Yeah, that's what I did to start last time. Okay.
Then you could push that box right next to you onto the left. I was gonna say push that box up.
Nope, you trapped yourself.
How so?
Now you can't get, now you cannot get, a box above you, to push into the third row.
Well, he could just go straight up, right?
I'm sorry, are you talking about third row from the bottom or third row from the top?
Third row from the top. Oh, sorry, third row from the bottom. My bad.
Okay, what I was going to do is I was going to push this one to the right and then push it up.
Yeah, how are you going to get the pushmaster below it to push it up?
I pushed this
cannot.
one left.
Still not gonna be enough moves though.
Yeah, you might just clutch it out.
Nope.
Okay, no, there's not enough moves now.
Okay, but that's
So each
basically
time you
what I'm
fail,
thinking.
you get. So each time you fail, you get an additional move.
Ah, I see. But yeah.
I'm guessing you can do this all 50 moves though, right?
Yep, there is a solution that allows you to do that.
Yeah, so the idea I'm having is I get one here, push it up into here. This one, I just push something in from the right. Let's see.
Maybe we should approach it from the top first?
We can certainly try that angle. I've got way less room to maneuver here, though. Because, like, I could push this... If I push this one to the left, that doesn't help me too much. It sort of gets me to the same spot I got after my initial steps the previous time. And, like, I can push this to the right. But then it's like, okay, now what do I do? So let's see, do I push this to the left or to the right? Let's see. Yeah, no, I have to do it like this. I get stuck any other way. And then once I've got it into this configuration, I gotta start putting blocks into there. And the only way I can really go is to, like...
In the interest of making sure that you're not fumbling around too much. Earth's assessment of making the blocks like this for the first few moves is correct.
Let's see. No, I don't have enough space. Okay. Maybe I'll start.
Huh, interesting. Looking up the information about this room, apparently, this gate, the Pushmaster 5000 can only end up giving you up to a maximum of 60 moves from failing.
Oh,
What?
Close!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
Yeah.
that was with the generous push anyway. You're supposed to do it under 50, so.
I know, but I swore I had one more room.
F.
Yeah, just tighten it up a little bit. That means you got the answer, you just fumbled somewhere.
then down.
Yeah, push it down.
Wait.
You got it.
I mean, it's 51 moves, so it's the slightly sloppier version, but...
You did it.
We take those!
Okay, I'm done.
We
We
playing
do
this.
indeed take those.
What do I do next?
Just be quiet and watch. See? It's moving already.
Awesome. The Pushmaster 5000 did just what I told it to and lined up all the crates. Great, now we can reach the coffin. Just need to climb those crates over by the fence. Oh,
Win is win indeed, Dragon Cat.
Mummy!
I mean, we all knew what it was gonna be.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Really?
Whatever. Just open
What a
it.
dick.
Okay, okay.
A small key and
It's a
golden
golden
gun.
gun?
There is a golden gun.
Yeah, a revolver.
But it only has one bullet.
Well, we know what we have to do. Spin the chamber.
Dun 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 dun.
Please, I
game.
never want to play Russian roulette ever in my life, ever.
You're supposed
Okay.
to use 6 bullets, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica.
Please let it be a replica.
This thing is... Are these real bullets? Oh, if this is real... Oh.
You're not gonna take it?
Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble. It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me.
Me neither.
Okay, we've got that figured out. You aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you?
Of course not. We'll take that with us.
Also, you need to switch back to novel whenever you get the chance, because it forced to adventure again.
Rusty key. Maybe I can use this. Okay. One thing, though. Something I was noticing while I was doing the puzzle. This doesn't look like it would give you the clearance to get over that fence without touching it.
It really doesn't.
Let's just put this key in here and... Yes! Sounds like that did it. Yay! Looks like it's open, Jumpy.
I see. This key should open this door.
Hey, what are you waiting for? Let's go.
Yes, it's opening.
Onwards to escape!
Congratulations, you found it again.
You found it!
Hardest room B, thanks to the power of teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork makes the
Long
dream work,
hallway, huh?
motherfuckers.
Let's check it out.
Junpei and the other three proceeded down it silently. Some distance along it, a large room opened up on the left-hand side. It looked familiar. An iron grate covered each of the elevators. Junpei and his companions drew to a stop and began to discuss what their next move should be.
We've seen this elevator before.
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
Then we went through the number 6 door, and that took us to the engine room.
Yes, and after that we passed through the cargo room.
Looks like it's where we was in that burnt section.
And now we're back here.
In other words, we made a loop. We're back where we started.
Junpei approached the elevator.
We needed a card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
Why don't you just try pushing the button?
Yeah.
Gently, he pushed the triangular button on the wall. A moment passed.
It works.
Okay, but what did going through this section actually do? The elevator door opened and then eventually shut again.
I think so.
Pushing the button had apparently restored power to the elevator.
Good. Now we can go back if we need to.
What do? Should we return to C deck?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first.
I agree. Let's go.
That decision made, Junpei and his companions left the elevators behind and continued down the hallway. Sometime later,
Looks like it ends here.
Santa, who had been walking several paces in front of the rest, suddenly stopped.
Only one door.
He searched around just in case.
There isn't anything else. It's the only way to go.
It was the door or nothing.
All right, let's open it.
Junpei took a deep breath, readied himself, then grabbed the doorknob and pulled the door open. He paused for a moment, then stepped through into the room. And there he saw the number that had hung over their heads since they'd woken up. 9.
The 9 door.
I thought it wasn't being so loud.
Like the numbers on every other door, this one, too, was a rough shape made of red paint. Its door was set into the back wall of the room. Junpei leapt toward it with a sudden burst of hopeful energy. It was a large double door, heavy and full of solemn importance. He grabbed the door handle and shook.
Of course it wouldn't be that easy.
The red sat on the wall next to the door. Displayed on
Vacant. Huh. We finally found it.
Junpei felt himself overwhelmed by a torrent of emotion. At last they'd found the exit. A cold gripped his heart, and he knew all too well why. As he stood, frozen, unsure of what to think or feel,
Jumpy!
Huh?
Look! Behind you!
he spun around and couldn't believe what he saw.
What? A 9 door. There's another one. Why?
Junpei's voice was barely audible, even to himself. He stumbled toward the second door, as if somehow compelled. It was a small, single door. sat in the starboard corner of the room, on the same wall as the door they'd entered from, but in the opposite corner.
It's 9, no matter how you look at it. The red is there too. So this is a real one?
Junpei shook the door handle pointlessly and muttered to himself.
Why the hell are there 2 doors?
It was Santa who answered.
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only one. After all, why would there be more than one?
Oh, man.
We fell for it. There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape. No one would be left behind. Now it makes sense why the bracelets are numbers. 1 through 9. Divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The digital root of both teams ends up being 9. Take 1, 2, 7, 8 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 for example. The digital root for both teams would be 9. Or 2, 3, 4, 9 and 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. The digital root is still 9. There are a bunch of combinations that work and they all end up the same way. If one team has the digital root of 9, so would the other one. What does that mean? The answer's simple. From the very beginning, the Nonary game was designed to save all 9 people. That's how it was meant to be. Zero didn't lie. He never said there'd be only one 9 door. But anyone who'd found themselves in the game would have assumed that was the case. Fights would have broken out. One team would likely betray or deceive the other. Someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed. But eventually, they'd reach this very same room and realize how pointless all their infighting was. There were 2 doors. There was no need to kill each other.
They'd understand, be appalled, overwhelmed with guilt at what they'd done.
This game was designed for that purpose. This Nonary game. We were all arguing and fighting over doors at the beginning. But if there had been one slip-up, one tiny mistake that led to more, everything could have been so much worse now.
The thought of it sent a chill down his spine.
So, what are we going to do, Junpei?
A voice broke through Junpei's frantic thoughts. Santa's voice.
Oh, right.
Hey, keep it together, man.
Sorry.
Jeez. So what do we do?
What do you...
We need to think about our next step.
Our numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 6. That's a digital root of 6.
The 4 of us can't open the number 9 door.
The 4? Wait, don't tell me.
Yep. There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door. That's why I'm asking, what now?
What now?
Took him no time at all to determine the answer. There was only one combination of 3 people that would give a digital root of 9. 1, 3, 5. That would mean...
No, we gotta go back.
That wasn't a possibility he was willing to consider. Santa and Ace agreed.
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
Junpei let out a breath he hadn't realized he'd been holding.
Are you sure?
We also can't leave behind, everyone else. That would be a dick
Yeah.
move.
I don't
Also-
mind staying.
Also, I am wondering if it is still possible to make 2 teams with 9 as a digital root, considering that
Yeah,
Niner
we
and
lack 9 and 2.
yeah.
Snake and the pigeon are seen to be indisposed.
Let's see. So if we've got 7 people. We've got 1, 3, and 5 makes a digital root of 9. That leaves us with 4,
8,
6,
7, and 6.
4, 6, 7, and 8. Nope, that only makes it 7.
Oh boy.
June's body betrayed her true feelings. Her eyes were wet with the beginning of tears, and her legs shook.
It's okay. There's no way we'd leave you behind.
Santa had said what Junpei had known the moment he realized which 3 people could go through the door.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest. Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta.
What?
I think he means Atlantis.
Yeah, I'm sure he means that.
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
Huh? Oh, right.
Maybe he'll go to Alabama. Perhaps it was the sudden reassurance that no one wanted to leave June behind, but Junpei laughed harder than he had in some time. Santa and Ace smiled.
You guys.
June blinked tears from her eyes and bit her lip. She didn't seem to know what else to say.
Very well. Best we head back to C-Deck then. We should be able to take the elevator we passed earlier. Perhaps Clover, Seven, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
Even as they spoke, they knew finding the others wouldn't improve the situation.
But even with all 7 of us...
Let's see. We got 15. Ace knew it. They all knew it.
Standing around here isn't going to accomplish anything, don't you agree? Let's find the other 3 first,
Okay,
and
I'll
then
be right
search
back.
for another solution.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
The irony is, if we hadn't killed Snake, we would be fine.
But we didn't kill Snake. We didn't know what happened to him, and then we found his dead body later.
Okay, well, I'm using the royal we.
I mean, yes, you're right. Ace looked at all 3 of them, then turned and headed through the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Santa and June followed.
Huh.
Junpei started towards the door, then stopped.
Come to think of it, what is this room?
It didn't seem terribly important now, but what exactly was it?
We were so focused on the doors, we didn't even look around.
A red carpet ran between the 2 columns of wooden benches that ran the length of the room. And since the player checked the map earlier, we know that this is a chapel.
Huh. It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony. But what kind?
A graduation ceremony!
The most important kind of ceremony, obviously, Junpei.
Facing the
Get
9
the
door
fuck
was
out
the
of here,
carpet-
Monokuma. I've had enough of your bullshit.
Facing the 9 door was the carpet leading to the bow of the ship. Looking at the pattern on it, that diagonal pattern through a cloth, was this red denim? Was this perhaps a jarpet?
Is it the
What?
mark of an enemy stand?
I am
Jarpet.
confusion.
It's a jarpet.
What the fuck?
Carpet with a
Never heard
J.
that in my life.
You've never heard about that meme of things.
Jorts.
No.
So you know how shorts made of denim are called jorts.
Yes.
Okay, so the idea is anything else made of denim, you replace the first letter with J. So like,
So, for example, we have a set of denim sheets.
we call them jeets.
Oh, that's terrible.
I've seen a
I hate
picture
it.
of a graphics card that has like denim all over it. It's called a graphics card.
Oh, Jesus.
So on and so forth.
You can say you actually is so you.
I
jeez.
actually had briefly came up with an entire little comedy bit about this,
Yeah.
where I would be wearing a denim vest, and at the end of it, I would thumb it and just go, but I jest.
Oh, that's
yeah,
fucking.
and I've got
Stop.
I've got a denim jacket, which makes it a jacket.
No shit, Sherlock.
Guys, this is very, very amusing, but we are close to time and we still have cutscenes.
And at the end,
Yes.
an altar perhaps?
People need to sleep.
There was a small rectangular alcove at the end of the carpet, and inside the alcove was... Wait, I just realized. We just need to grab the bracelets that Snake and Nine had. We know where the bodies are. Anyway,
Do the bracelets still work after death?
I mean, Clover assumed they did in the previous ending. Resting on top of the platform was a coffin.
A coffin? What on earth is a coffin doing in a place like this?
But before Junpei had time to answer that question,
Hey, Junpei, the hell are you doing? Let's move.
Santa's voice echoed in from the hall
Right,
outside.
okay. I'll be right there.
Junpei turned on his heel and left the quiet, somber room. Two's banging on the coffin. I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm very badly hurt.
Well, that's a mystery we're gonna have to solve later. Not now.
Maybe Zero is in that coffin.
They took the elevator up to C deck. Once there, they headed back toward the main hall and the central staircase.
Maybe that mummy.
It didn't take them long.
Look, it's...
Seven and Lotus.
They didn't look happy.
We've got a problem.
Clover is gone.
What?
Junpei and his 3 companions looked at one another. He turned back to Seven and Lotus.
What do you mean, gone?
Santa, Ace, and June had their own questions to ask.
When?
Why?
You two went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you?
Seven and Lotus responded as best they could.
Yeah, we went through the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And shut the door.
She must have blocked it with something on the other side.
We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door and we went into the room.
But
It was empty.
Clover wasn't there.
There was a door on the other wall.
And it was open.
We figure she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Well, obviously we didn't find her. We figured that much out.
Clover's gone.
Junpei thought for a moment.
When did this happen?
We got here just before you.
You certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No, we haven't.
Finally, Ace spoke. His voice had an edge of resolve and concern.
Very well then. We'd best separate and look for Clover. We haven't much time left. Let's begin.
Yeah.
There were quick nods all around, and the 6 remaining players spread out. Okay, do we need Clover? I mean, the 6 of us could do 2 teams of 3. Junpei and June ran to the central hospital room and looked around.
She's not here.
No, she isn't.
They searched a little longer, but with no luck. Also, once again, Clover fucking things up for everyone.
To actually, Earth, technically speaking, you're correct. Because I'm pretty sure that. Wait, no, that wouldn't account for June, right?
Couldn't find Clover.
There's no sign of her. Let's go.
Finally, they gave up and left the central hospital room. Slowly, they made their way back to the hallway. At last, they reached the stairs and Junpei spoke.
All right, I'm thinking we should probably split up. I'll head back to the stairs and take the elevator down to E deck. June, you can take the stairs up to B deck.
All right, that sounds good. But,
What?
could you stop calling me by that code name when we're alone?
Huh? Sure, right. I'll do that.
There was a reason Junpei persisted in calling her June even when they were alone. Although perhaps not the best reason. He was embarrassed to call her by the nickname he'd used when they were children, Canny. 9 years ago, it came naturally. After all, they were children. Now that they were adults, it felt strange. Regardless of what he might hope for, to call a woman he wasn't dating by such a childish nickname felt odd to him. Of course, to call her Miss Kurashiki would be even more awkward, and simply Kurashiki would seem a little brusque. And although he couldn't put his finger on why, it felt somewhat forward to call her Akane, and they hadn't seen one another for so long. In short, it was simply easier for him to call her June and leave it at that.
Jumpy.
No, it's nothing.
All right, I'm going then.
Yeah, be careful, Kane.
Jin, or perhaps more appropriately Connie, blushed and smiled.
You be careful too, Jumpy.
Yeah, got it. Take
Oh,
care.
they changed. Look, her name changed. That's cute.
Aw. Junpei looked after her for a moment as she ran up the stairs, then turned around and took off through the hallway. She's gonna die, isn't she?
By the way, hope you enjoy this track. It is the only time in the game that it plays.
Aww. I'm just waiting for one time I open the elevator and blood pours out. Tragedy always strikes when one least expects it, but to wait for a man to stand before striking him down seems almost crueler than dealing the fatal blow while he lies on the ground. A light in a dark place, June's smile had given him hope, both for escape and possibly for something else. It was that hope that raised his spirits just enough that they might soon be fully dashed.
Oh boy.
He opened the elevator door, and there she was. A woman sat slouched against the wall, Lotus. Junpei felt his blood turn to ice. Her body was limp, and her skin smooth and pale as always. It was covered in bright red blood. Junpei felt his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe, and his legs began to shake. A slow, cold drop of sweat trickled down his back. He felt his stomach somersault. Junpei's mind went blank, all his thoughts replaced with endless, hissing light. Driven by little more than instinct, he began to walk toward Lotus, slowly. Each slow movement of his stiff limbs brought him closer to her corpse. Finally, he stood next to her. Robotically, he bent down and put his hand against her neck. There was no pulse, no rise and fall of breathing. She was slightly warm. Something, somewhere in Junpei's shaken mind, told him that meant she had been killed recently. Yes, Junpei thought, his mind slowly returning. She had been killed. Someone had killed her. There was a deep cut on the left side of her chest. Blood still oozed from it, although clearly her heart had stopped beating some time ago. The weapon had been a knife, then? Perhaps she had been stabbed in the heart once. She would have died immediately. He took little comfort from knowing she must have suffered very little. Only then did Junpei notice. Lotus's bracelet was gone.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so. One, you escape from this ship. Two, more heartbeat, which is 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or the aircraft Mary's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
Was that why the killer had ended Lotus's life? So that they might have the number 8 bracelet? If that was true, then the killer was whoever wanted the number 8 bracelet. Or, perhaps more accurately, the person who would gain the most by obtaining bracelet number 8. Who is that? Who would benefit the most from the number 8 bracelet? The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind when... So did a knife. He heard a noise, a sound like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat. It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body. A moment later, the pain hit him.
Yup.
It wasn't merely pain. There was heat, extreme heat as well. He felt as though molten iron had been splashed against the side of his body. Finally, his brain made the connection. He had been stabbed. But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had met his flesh. Given the circumstances, however, he had most likely been stabbed in the back. Whoever had killed Lotus had now done the same to Junpei as well. His voice was little more than a weak groan. With what little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to catch a glimpse of his attacker. But as he did, the knife dug itself in deeper, twisting viciously. He collapsed to the floor, a puppet with its strings cut. His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted and awkwardly positioned. Junpei's body was entirely numb. He could feel the blood leaking out of him, but nothing could move. Nothing save his eyes. As he lay on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. 2 tiny images of the killer reflected in his eyes. But that recognition came nothing. He felt no emotions. Not anger, not sadness, not regret. The paralysis that had claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body. Then, without a word, climbed into the elevator and was gone. His eyesight began to fade. The world grew blurry and began to dissolve into an empty white fog. The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexorably inward. Soon, it swallowed the last that remained of Junpei's mind, and his consciousness left him. There was nothing more. Into utter emptiness he fell, into zero. Whatever Junpei had been was gone.
He has been discovered, and it's fucking yours!
At least the bad end of music is a banger.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And
Well, Earth,
this time it doesn't tell
I'm
me who
sorry
killed
to
me,
say.
but it was probable.
Well, Earth, I'm sorry to say you got stabbed. I have to say, it wasn't very nice of them. I've been holding in that joke all week!
We
Congratulations
got our
on getting.
second ending!
Oh,
Congrats
okay.
on the knife
Getting
ending.
fucking stabbed.
So, I think you can see that you have a set of keys.
Yeah.
Before we try and do that next time, I'm going to ask you this question one more time.
Uh-huh.
Because, for sake of clarification, there's going to be no better time to do this than that next time. Do you want to be an asshole?
I mean, I'm gonna have to be at some point.
Well, in that case, we know where we're going next
Like-
time, don't we?
Yeah, we know we haven't gone down this route, and then there's also this remaining route as well,
Yep.
which apparently has different ways depending on whether I've gone this way or one of these two routes.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the problem is you are gonna have to go through the escape rooms again.
Yeah. So question.
Well,
You can-
actually,
Can I just start
no,
from here?
you're not. We
Yeah,
can
you-
just start from the second choice.
Yeah.
In the interest, by the way,
Well,
of
we really don't have a
making
choice
sure
now.
that we don't go 2 overtime, I'd suggest saving here, because once we choose 3, we're gonna get a real big scene.
Yeah, saving here is a good spot.
Hit that save button.
Well, I mean, I checked the door 3 before, and then he asks again if I want to go through door 3. And so I was
Yes.
thinking the second time he asks, that's when I'll save.
I want to go
Alright.
to door number 3.
Alright, here we go. And next time, we're gonna go through door 3.
Let's see what's behind door number 3.
All right. And we shall see you all next time when we do at least one of the new paths. Maybe both? We shall see.
Hopefully we won't die horribly this time.
Oh, we will. We undoubtedly will.
Take care, everyone!
Yep, I shall
Take
see you
care.
all next time.
Sleep well.
Bye, Yanara.
So,